Turn off your AC way. I can hear it from here.
Is that even on?
Oh, well, something's on. Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I am your host, Jose Garza. I am too bright. I don't know what the fuck's going on my end. But welcome, guys, to another edition of the pod, where we are here to bullshit about week 2 and all the nonsense going on. Don't worry. We won't go backwards like Nick Chubb's knee.
Too soon, bro. Come
on,
man.
It's never too soon.
It's too soon, man.
It's the Monday Night Football curse, bro. Back-to-back weeks
might be over.
It might be, sadly. Let's just jump into it. Steelers, Browns. Not a bad matchup. Division rivals as hell. Good shit. But we see what happens to Nick Chubb. The injury clearly affects the Browns' offense from there. James, how are you feeling about everything that went there?
It sucks because as well as they played week 1 versus the Bengals, granted it was a fucking rain-heavy game. I felt like it was an exciting matchup. It was going back and forth. It was close. A lot of defense was being played. You know what I mean? Deshaun, I feel like, muffed the game with some just crazy stuff that he was doing, but if it's defensively, like that was a hell of a game until that injury. You can tell it kind of sucked the life out of the game. Like everybody wasn't as defensive or alert as they was in the beginning after that play took place, man. And it just sucks, because it was 2 huge blows to both sides of the team. The Steelers lose Minka, the Browns lose, Chubb. So it's just unfortunate. And it sucks for them, and it sucks for the teams, and then it sucks for sports, period, because you don't want to lose no key factors like that, you know what I mean, ever. So that was kind of my take. But it was exciting, I think the good takeaways was you kind of see Pickett grow up in the pocket, and, he was making some very good throws. So I like what I see out of the Steelers, as always, well coached by Mike Tomlin.
I'm not impressed with the offense of the Steelers, to be honest with Matt Canada.
It's stagnant, but I'm just saying I'm keying in on Pickett and Pickens. Like that's what I said from the beginning of the season. I want to see them two grow together. Granted, AB was young, but like him and Big Ben built the chemistry and the connection that kind of just catapulted and took off, and they became like a unstoppable 1-2 punch. So I'm just saying it's early in both of their careers. I'm not saying they're going to be Big Ben and AB, but I just want to see how they grow together. You know what I mean? That's for me. When it comes to the whole offense, yes, I don't like it because I don't think they use Freiermuth enough. I think Najee Harris is creeping on that bus train because, he's not as explosive or they're not running the way they used to. But then you got to also factor in, I can't really say he's going to be a bust, but I look at their line. Like, if you look at all those guys, that whole line is young, bro. They're all under 25. So it's going to take some time for them to get going, but they're never failures. Playing under Mike Tomlin, they always seem to just be even kill right around the middle of 8-8. So you just gotta win a division, get in. So,
Jeff, how you feeling overall, man? The matchup itself, and what do you see? Like, do you see these teams being playoff contenders? Obviously, one team. Well, both teams essentially lost big players. One for the season's possibly career, and the other one maybe for a few games. What are you feeling right now after you see that battle?
Well, for the Steelers, when you have a defense like that, you can compete, Yeah, TJ is like the best right now on defense. He looks amazing. Oh yeah, he has some competition. He has some competition.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, but he's looking crazy. But yeah, I saw that the offense was ranked 31st right now scoring, and it's just sad, right? Because you got that badass defense, and then the offense is just struggling, right? But as James said, they don't got no running. The offensive line, they ain't really got a running game. It's tough out there, But yeah, I was expecting to see that defensive battle against San Francisco with Pittsburgh, But this was a divisional game, and I think San Francisco's offense is clicking better than say Cleveland's. The thing about Cleveland is what's weird is Watson. He's looking good, like he looks good on the ground, but for some reason it's like he lost the ability to throw. I don't get what
Bro.
a year off take. I don't get how he lost his throwing ability. He looks horrible. I just don't understand that. You know, other than that, he looks all right. Like, you know, he was able to find Cooper a little bit, but so far his passing hasn't looked good at all, you know. But yeah, you know, it does suck to see Chubb go down. It was nice to see Ford replace him and fill in for that game. Can he keep it going?
Yeah.
Maybe, you know. I mean, they have been
Kareem
able to
Hunt
run
might
the
come
ball.
back.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt. Right, he had not an interview, but he already's over there at the facility getting a walkthrough, see if he can come back. But I did like Ford. He looked fast. He looked good. Yeah. But yeah, like as far as playoff teams, you know, yeah, like the Steelers might be able to creep in, but I don't think they're going to be a competitive playoff team. You know, they might be able to win a game. But yeah, when that offense has to do something different.
Now with Matt Canada's scheming, that's horrible. For majority of the game, guys, I think we're like well into the third, maybe into the fourth. Najee only had 2 yards. You can't have that with your guy who was a stud 2 years ago. Yeah. And Matt Canada is not creative at all. Mike Tomlin is so loyal to his guy that he's just not seeing that this guy is not fitting for that. Yeah. Alex, this was a big defensive battle. Actually, both games on Monday night were. What was the best part for you, since you're a big defensive guy? What was the best part for you out of this whole matchup?
Look, I didn't catch most of the game, but I was in and out of the game a lot. I did see the Steelers score 2 touchdowns defensively.
Nope.
That's pretty hard to maintain. Like, you know, going to the well, asking too much for your defense. I don't think the defense could do that every single week. So on the Steelers side, I'm still kind of like 50-50 on the boat. I was never a huge fan of Kenny Pickett either. So like, right now is their time to, like I said, right now is their year that they have to do something, because that defense is, you're not going to be able to get that year in, year out. So they need to find something in the offense to click, to at least get some pressure off that defense, because you can't maintain that, man. The defense can't be the ones getting you the points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on the Browns side, I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs, but they look good, right? Week 1, they look good with the running game.
Damn.
And then with Chubb going out, they have to lean on that running game now, because Watson, like you guys said, he doesn't look good in the pocket. So if I'm the Browns, I'm calling like anybody to trade for a running back, because who are you gonna find in the market right now that's a free agent?
Our boy Kev says the Cowboys defense can do that every week.
Sir.
No. We'll get into that in just a bit.
Yes, sir.
Dave, calm your titties. We'll stick to the defensive talk. But let's be honest. If we're gonna transition to that, they played Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson. They played Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson. It wasn't an Aaron Rodgers led Cowboy owning, you know.
Here we go. Did we create the schedule?
Hey,
do we create it? Did we pay for it? Did we purchase it? Like, what did we do?
You didn't create it.
No, we just played the team in the front, right?
Yeah. But have you had adversity yet? Have you had Mike McCarthy have to battle against the time clock?
Yeah, we deal with adversity every week. You know who starts at quarterback? The fuck? No, but I mean, like, of course. Now, look. Like I say, I always say,
you're not a realist.
I am a realist. Like, our offense look like shit. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what other fans say. I don't care what nobody say. We was in the red zone off of 4 turnovers. Like, bro, and we're kicking field goals. That's unacceptable. If Aaron Rodgers was actually out there, the pressure is on our defense. And if the pressure is on our defense and they make mistakes, dude, we fold. We lose that game. Easy. That game was 10-7 on a muff tackle that got a split second between Gilmore and Garrett Wilson and calls for that long touchdown. Like, if he just wraps up, we're good. But that's how easy that game could have turned if you had a more experienced quarterback back there. And Daniel Jones, God forbid, if he had a line, he would have carved this up. Like, even that blowout, that game was a blowout, but still, like, at points in that game, Dak couldn't hit simple reads, missed throws, overthrows. Like, dude, we have to be more sound. Like, the defense is gonna get us there, but we gotta be more sound, like offensively. And I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm not seeing no difference from Jason Garrett, Mike McCarthy, or Kellen Moore. I'm not seeing a fucking difference. We're still rolling out, doing bootlegs, throwing to the tight end, running deke and dunk plays. Everything is 15 yards or less. That, God forbid, he has to throw over 25 yards. Shit, it might be an overthrow.
Well,
So it's like I'm unimpressed with the offense.
They're definitely trying to maintain that he's not the reason why they lose. They're clearly telling y'all, we are not gonna make him.
I don't care. I don't care. And it's like you want to say like, oh yeah, we're not comparing Dak to Daniel Jones, Josh Allen. And if Dak threw 3 picks like that and loses the game, the whole America's pro. No, nigga, it's a difference. Josh Allen is actually trying to make plays. Josh Allen is actually trying to hit his guys. Like, bro, I mean, it sucks that you're on the goal line and you can't get a yard. Like, bro, come on, like we kick your like, no, and then we got bailed out by some penalties. Like it was, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like when you look at that whole game, yes, I'm happy we won. Yes, I'm happy our defense is playing lights out. But once we hit this middle schedule where we got to play some real dogs, yeah, you gonna see it. We got to run up against the Chargers and then backdoor them with Cleveland, and then we got to play the Patriots. Like we're gonna play some teams that's gonna force us to open up that playbook. Really.
One thing I do take away from the Cowboys though is that their secondary. I don't know if you guys see it, but I see it. They still look lost in coverage sometimes. The only reason why a lot of people don't see it is because the front four is getting a lot of pressure into to the quarterback, so that's why they're able to get a lot of picks. Because you see Zach Wilson was running for his life, but dude, if you watch the All 22. There's guys open down the field. He just needs a little bit more time. But like the quarterbacks that they've been playing.
Yes, but that's the same thing I said about us. That's why you saw Daniel Jones have a little bit of success in that second half more than he had in the first half. Because when he was able to escape and kind of set his feet, he was able to kind of find guys, bro. Yes, Gilmore and Diggs are clamping up. And yes, sometimes they get beat, bro. Ain't nobody gonna play 99.9% tight coverage press man and win every single snap. No, you're gonna get beat sometimes. But that's my fear in that middle. That's why I always wanted like somebody like Tyrann Mathieu or a couple of other safeties that can really play in that box like that, because when you play single high safety like that and you have that guy back there, you saw what happened, bro. He missed a simple tackle. All he had to do was clip his legs. He cut off Gilmore to the crib. Like, as simple as that. And then you saw when Gilmore was guarding Darren Waller on a simple drag route, bro. Like, simple drag route. Boom. Got beat across the middle. Daniel Jones hit him on the fly. He about 30 yards down the field. It's simple, bro. We play an aggressive defense, so you're going to lose sometimes. But long as them boys up front and get to the quarterback, shit, it's lights out, bro. Alex, and then let's not forget the Jets are dogs, bro. Like
on one side of the field, on one side,
yeah,
on one side,
yeah. But I'm saying like they got good players, bro. Like they can rotate their whole front line, and then they got like, I'm not gonna say elite DBs, but shit. What is it, number 4? I think it's Reed, and then you got Sauce, bro. They're good. It's like a mirror image of each other. We just had a quarterback in a better line and a couple of better receivers.
At least it was smart of y'all's offensive to make sure CD wasn't getting covered by Sauce.
They motioned him around, but that's smart though. Like, why would you want to just line up your guy like that every down? So
yeah. No, I only saying because I know people were trying to cook Sauce, like like CD did something to him, even though they only matched up like one play. I think it was like it
was one play for. I think
he deflected it. And he deflected it. Yeah, so not even so. Hey Jeff, I know you were down on the Cowboys. Do you still feel that they're still not a possible threat to make the playoffs, or has these 2 weeks changed your mind?
Oh yeah, definitely changed my mind. That defense, even compared to the Jets defense, they just look so fast. I said that last week. They just look so fast. They're getting pressure so fast. And yeah, I know the Jets offensive line ain't that ain't the best or nothing, but still, like we are saying, when you can get pressure with 4, you have a chance in this league to make a long run. And their defense just looks insane. I can't believe how good. I mean, to see the Cowboys have a defense like that, I haven't seen it in so long. it's like I'm just like in shock right now.
I just wish we
And
had
then
Romo.
when you have a defense like that, you don't need a quarterback to do too much, right? You don't need a MVP quarterback to do anything. Dak's good
True.
enough to win with this defense. And you settle for field goals, but you just gotta not turn it over. And of course, since last year, it's on his mind. And he's gonna be tested. He's gonna have to make tighter throws. That was my biggest complaint with Dak since the beginning, was that like he throws it when people are wide open, right? Like he always waits for someone. He doesn't really make tight window throws. Yeah. But he's able to make plays on his feet and get enough, but that's why he struggles in the red zone, right? Because you gotta be more accurate and shit. Exactly. So but definitely with that defense, I mean, you can compare them to the Jets. You can say they're the best in the league right now. They're the highest scoring defense, right, in the league right now. So definitely they're gonna make a run this year.
Yeah, they're definitely looking like one of the definitely top teams in the NFC. Obviously, the other one, in my opinion, would be the Niners. Eagles are doing okay, but they are letting teams try to come back on them after they score early on and have big leads. Like you start 16-0 against the Patriots, and then all of a sudden you let them come back and outscore you in the second half. You're beating freaking Vikings, I think it was 28-7, and you let them back into the game to the point where you only beat them by one score. Like, and I get it. I know Darius Slay tried to defend it. Like, look, when we get big leads, what do you expect them to do? They're not going to run the ball no more. They're going to try to wear us out by throwing the ball consistently. And he's not wrong. Yeah. That's how Jay Jettas got off for 159. And by the way, number one receiver, guys, Jay Jettas. I mean, y'all need to get off. Y'all need to stop saying some stupid shit. Tyreek Hill went for 40, Jeff. He went for 40.
How much?
He went for 40.
40 in the touchdown. Hey, he's not too far behind. He's not too far behind Justin Jefferson after that 150 first game.
Hey, he's behind Puka Nacua.
Yeah. He is behind him.
Hey, Cooper Cup Jr., goddamn it.
The fucking the sleeper of the year.
Oh my God, bro. Right there, he is for real, stepson, right, bro. He is killing it, bro.
Hey, but
I looked at that game. I swear to God, it was just like pass, drop, pass. Like, bro, you do have other players. Like, you got Tutu, you got Vance. Like, throw it somebody else. Bro, I swear it looked like he didn't look at nobody else. Stafford is so predictable.
Hey, but I mean, it's just like Hoop, right? I mean, so it's exactly the same thing. But so let me ask, how much of a threat? I'll go with you, Alex. How much of a threat can the Rams be in the NFC, realistically? Because even up until that game, I mean, for the most part with the Niners, they were competitive.
Boy, all the way.
They ain't no fucking threat.
Hey, he gave him a rest in peace moment. He was like, moment of silence for the Rams.
He's like,
moment of silence.
He was like, moment of silence, people.
Oh, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, bro.
Look, man, they have a great coach. They have I like Matthew Stafford, but that sleeper fantasy wide receiver, he can only get away with that so long, right? The defenses are going to dial up schemes to take him out of the game, and it's going to be like Stafford all over again from last year. Sees Allen Robinson open, doesn't pass him the ball. Of course, Allen Robinson's not there anymore, but you know what I'm trying to say. He won't pass it to anybody else.
We got you. As soon as Cup come back, tunnel vision. So.
I'll stick up.
I feel like the Rams.
Go ahead.
The Rams defense has been like since the Super Bowl run, they haven't looked like themselves since that Super Bowl run.
What's Aaron Donald?
I mean, they did go all in for that Super Bowl, right? They wasted a lot of money, and now they're trying to get pieces together, find some friendly deals so they can get over underneath the cap now. So yeah, they look good against Seattle. I didn't really think Seattle was going to make the. Did I pick Seattle? I don't remember if I put Seattle in the playoffs or not, but
you didn't. You picked the Vikings.
Then I put them 7th, but either way, man, you get these games with divisional games, right? Because everybody's so competitive.
Yeah, and that's I think No, because I watch majority of Reds on Sunday, and I think that's what the guy was saying. Like every single game went into like closing time. Like it was really like fourth quarter. Like I want to say like 8 minutes left. These games were like marginal victories, bro. Like every game was like extremely close. And I mean, this is like you said, a lot of these games were divisional games. A lot of these teams play divisional foes, so you get up for those games. Like, and that I mean, that's kind of how I look at some of them. But then you have some of these games too, where like you got, like you said, you got these sleeper picks, you got these sleeper players that are coming out making plays, and you just don't expect it. So it sucks for the Rams though, bro. Like they are. It's like, okay, so would y'all, if y'all put y'all GM hat on, or if you know you had a chance to go and win a Super Bowl, are you giving up what they gave up to do that for a one time deal? Like
Hell
you know
yeah.
you can.
Hell yeah. It's hard to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if you have the right pieces for that 1 year, you go all in for that 1 year, try to get it.
Yeah, man. I mean, Alex is the perfect example. His team hasn't won in nearly like 50 years. Like, of course.
Yeah,
like
what would you do for one?
Yeah,
right?
for one, just in his
No,
lifetime.
but I'm just saying because you like, well, everybody can't be Robert Kraft, okay? You know, everybody can't be cheap and still win and land the
Wow.
fucking goat. Y'all don't pay nobody, bro. All y'all corners leave. All y'all corners
Wow.
leave. Y'all breed corners and leave.
Hey,
I don't even
hey,
think Christian Gonzalez is going to be gone in 4 years.
Hey.
Yeah, he is.
How's JC Jackson looking right now?
Well, we're not going to talk about that.
Older
exactly.
Jason Jackson.
His coach is ass cheeks.
No. As soon as he leaves New England, he's no longer the All-Pro. Thank you.
That's injury, system, and team.
Yeah.
How did Kyle Van Noy do away from the Patriots? Thank you.
I'm talking about Akeem Talib.
How's Winovich right now?
Stephon Gilmore. Who?
Thank you. Exactly. You don't even know. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He sucked. He wasn't good.
You mean Akeem Talib? The man who purposely got himself out of the game against the Broncos in 2015 to make sure the Patriots would lose? And then, 2013. And then go to the Broncos team?
Hey, yeah. I love it.
Conspiracy. Thank you.
He was a dog. He was a dog. Gilmore was a dog. Christian Gonzalez is a dog. He's not going to be there.
Was Gilmore still the defensive player of the year following his Patriots departure? No. Thank you.
It don't matter.
Goodbye.
He's a dog. He's a dog right now. You see what he's doing.
He's also playing with probably arguably the best defense in the league. So, I mean, to be fair, like, doesn't really help your argument.
Hey, he's playing with the lion. You know what I'm saying? Not that young cub over there.
Just because we don't want to overpay people who think they're better than what they are. Look at JC Jackson. Thank you. Goodbye.
Did he not ball off for y'all? Did he not ball off for y'all that season?
Did we not make him?
Well, y'all made him now.
Hey.
I guess Robert Kraft is Build-A-Bear.
Alex, how's JC Jackson doing with the Chargers?
That defense is fucking garbage.
Okay,
Thank you.
No, but how's he doing?
He just came off a crazy injury.
No, but how's he doing?
Who?
JC Jackson. How's JC Jackson?
He's still terrible.
He's not good. Yeah, it's terrible. Thank you. Goodbye.
Man, I feel so bad for fucking Justin Herbert, man. I've been telling you guys since last year, he needs to put fucking 40 points just to win a game. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because they have so much on that payroll on that defense, and none of them could fucking make like a takeaway or help them out.
Bro,
it's so crazy.
Justin, specify which bullshit. Because there's a lot of bullshit going on here. You gotta specify which one. you gotta specify, okay?
He must be a Chargers fan.
We don't know yet. Let him answer. Goddamn, why you gotta attack him?
I think he's a Herbert fan.
Justin, don't listen to Alex. He's a Bears fan. He believes in Justin Fields. Don't listen to him. But go on with the Chargers. So go on with the Chargers. That's a good topic. We're transitioning out of the Chargers.
What about the Chargers?
Hey, Keenan balled out. Right?
Yeah, Keenan had a good game. That's the thing about the Chargers. They have a badass offense and a good enough quarterback, and they need a defensive coach. They need something to help for some damn defense. I mean, they just can't. They just can't win a game because they can't hold nobody down. Any team they play figures out how to beat that defense. It's embarrassing.
I don't know what this means.
I don't either.
I
was trying to figure
I'm
it
brain
out.
farting right now. He's like,
Yeah.
then he said, "Who did I bet tacos with?" Probably Jeff. I think it was Jeff. I don't know.
I don't know.
Jeff. Whatever bet you made. You know what? Alex is the one losing bets right now. Alex made $150 bet with Marco that they'll beat the Chiefs, and now he wants to add on to it. So
Oh, it's with
What?
Marco. I thought it was with James. I was so confused.
No,
It's
Oh,
with
yeah,
Marco.
that one with me.
it's
I ain't bet nobody to beat the
it's
Chiefs, not even the Cowboys. Shit.
it's a $50 for the win, $50 for Justin going over 200, and then
Fields.
another 50 for over
Oh,
50,
they would have been
50 rushing
Alex.
yards.
That was Alex. Only Alex was saying that he was going for the. Wait, no. Who the fuck did you bet? Was it Trey? It had to be Trey. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that wasn't me.
Trey's the gambler of the podcast, so
Yeah, Trey's been making crazy bets.
he just lost.
And losing.
Montgomery.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I thought Chris Montemayor. I was like, Monte.
Yeah.
Hey, that Lions defense
Yeah.
gonna hurt though without Montgomery, for sure. They need Montgomery. He's the bell horse. He's the one that gets in between the tackles.
I'm gonna say it was Trey, Justin. I'm gonna say it was Trey.
Yeah, I feel like
I
that
would say
was Trey.
He's got like
But
5
yeah.
bets going on. He just gave me $20 the other day, so yeah, he lost that one. Vikings are loco. We picked the Vikings over the Eagles, hombre. But anyways, let's stick with the Chargers because I know we're going everywhere. But you're right, Alex. You're looking right now at the Chargers. They're not losing because of Justin Herbert, and I'm the guy who gives him the most slack here, right? But
The most slack? You give him the most.
Sorry, the most shit. The most shit. Sorry. Woo! My bad. Really bad.
Yeah, I was confused.
I was like, time out.
I'm an old man at this point. I'm tired, okay? But
Gotcha.
I'm the one that gives the most shit. But I can be fair in saying this 0-2 record isn't Justin Herbert. Hell, it's not even Kellen Moore. This is freaking Brendan Staley, the defensive genius, who has Khalil Herbert, Joey Bosa, Derwin James Jr., Asante Samuel Jr., freaking J.C. Jackson, all these key pieces that, if you put them in a fucking all-pro league, you would win, but somehow you can't stop fucking sneeze, anything, bro. They can't do shit.
It's kind of sad, bro, to be honest with you.
Right, cooking you.
It's really sad, and if you look across the league at certain teams and certain schemes, that I feel like certain teams are getting away with less, and then you look at this team on paper and you're like, oh my god, like these guys are gonna go out and kill it. This is a playoff contending team. They just got to get over the hump and beat the Chiefs, bro. No way in hell that they're doing that stuff, bro. And it sucks because you look at like they got Khalil Mack kind of on the back end of his career. So you figure he had like 1 or 2 years to run it up with Joey Bosa, who is a dog in my opinion. His little brother does bring him.
Not playing
his little brother out there, taking the reins, but it's like you still got them two. Then they take Sebastian Day off of the Super Bowl Rams, and you plug him in the middle. You still got Kenneth Murray. You still got that. I can't think of that young kid's name, but they got another linebacker that's a dog. And then, like you said, they got Asante. Then you plug up JC. So you spend free agency money on him. Derwin's finally healthy. Like, dog, what is it gonna take to get over the top? Just to win a playoff game. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like it's not gonna happen. And somebody's gonna have to get fired or traded. Because it's just too much over there for them to be looking like this.
You give Belichick that defense, and they're right now.
Man, you give Belichick that team.
Niners and the Cowboys defense are. You give Belichick that one, man. No one's putting a fucking point on.
Bro, if you give Belichick that team, he might win 5 more.
He might
win 5 more.
Justin Herbert could be the GOAT. I mean,
we never go that far.
Well, I mean, if he wins 5, in a certain amount of time, and Bill Belichick's lifespan.
You're still not Tom Brady. You're not Tom Brady.
Neither is Patrick Mahomes, Marco.
I stand by that.
No,
I didn't get the end of that. What was that?
Tom Brady's still the GOAT. Thank you. But what other teams are surprising you guys right now? Let's stick with the 0-2. Who needs to blow up? You know what? Perfect. Jeff, talk to me about the Broncos.
The Broncos. Now, you know, the funny thing about the Broncos was Sean Payton was talking all that shit about Nathaniel Hackett. He's up 21-3 and fucking loses the game. He's talking about bad coaching. But, you know, the Broncos, they're just not a great team right now, right? And, you know, Sean Payton, I'm pretty sure in a couple of years will have that team going. But, yeah, like, they're just...
He might retire again before.
they might cause him to retire. They might, man, because I don't like that. Those were their easy games, the Raiders and Washington. They got 2 hard games coming up, so they're looking about going 0-4 just to start off real quick. So, I mean, you know, I feel bad for Trey. You know, Russell Wilson does look a little bit better, but he doesn't look outstanding, right? He's doing what he can, but yeah, there's nothing going on in Denver.
I want y'all to realize that this man signed a 5-year extension when he was still under contract for like 3 more years. He didn't have to. No, he didn't have to do this.
There's no reason.
They had no reason to do this, but they went ahead and paid this man $17 million next year, $37 the year after that, $40 after that, $44 and $50. He's not a free agent to 2029. Are y'all fucking kidding me?
That's insane.
Bruh.
Hey, and that Hail Mary didn't even make it to the end zone. He got lucky. It got batted 3 times to get into the end zone.
Bro.
It didn't even fucking get into the end zone, bro. You couldn't get it 10 more yards.
And Trey's like, they robbed us. Did you not see the hold on Sutton?
No,
bitch, you were lucky to be there.
Okay, granted it was luck. I don't care what you say. The referee is at the pylon. That hold is clear as fucking day. Now, mind you, if you look at the instant replay, that shouldn't even been Russell Wilson's read.
No.
The linebacker,
there was a guy wide open.
The linebacker bumps the cornerback, and Jared Judy is finna go to the left side of the field, butt fucking naked open. Like, that shouldn't have been Russell's read. Why are you looking at your third string wide receiver when your number 1 is finna be wide open? So it's bro. Russell Wilson, as good as they played 3 quarters, that was I'm tired of defending Russell Wilson. At this point,
you can't.
I don't think
you can't.
At this point, I don't know what's going on. Like between him and Deshaun Watson, I don't know what's going on. They switched teams and they don't know how to play quarterback no more.
We got a quick question right now from Justin. He's asking us, and it's fantasy related. Kyren Williams or Rachaad White?
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna favor Kyren Williams, man, because that man is running the ball really well. They're relying heavily on him a lot. Cam Akers is no longer going to be a factor. Again, overrated draft pick for fantasy.
Hey, Rachaad White is with the Bucks, right?
Rachaad White's with the Bucks, and they're playing.
Oh yeah, no, that's not even a question, bro. Go with Williams because they finna play the Eagles.
Yes, go with Williams because they're playing the Bengals, and the Bengals defense has not been the same with the offseason changes. And sadly, and we can transition to this, Joe Burrow's injury. But since the calf injury, now it's coming back to haunt them because they played them too soon. They can't stay on the field long enough to give the defense a fucking break. So go Williams all day. I picked him up in fantasy last week. When everyone went for Joshua Kelly, I went for Williams, and he balled out, gave me, 19 total fantasy points with 2 touchdowns. That's the way to go.
Yeah. I would going back to – go ahead, Alex. You got it.
My son stopped screaming.
Nephew, shut up.
If I'm not too concerned with the Broncos too because it is a new regime. It does take a while for them to get everything going, like a season or 2. So I'm not really concerned with them. But like how Jeff said, those are the gimme games. You would like for them to get the W's there.
Yeah.
That way you can see they're making progress because, like they said, the meat of the schedule is coming up. So, and then Trey's pretty pissed because they didn't get that call. Like Jose said, you shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. You should have done what you had to do, and you could have walked out with the easy win. Now in the Cincinnati's case, man, you guys call me Joe Burrow hater, but
you are. There's no denying that.
I knew he could wait to get to this part.
You are, and you know he's hurt. You know he's hurt.
What I fucking tell you guys.
Oh my God! Shut up, Joel Moran. Shut up, Joel Moran.
Look, there's a lot of factors to what's going on with Cincinnati, man.
Yeah,
the main part is Joe's injury, right? I just didn't
Nah,
like
it's
how
that offensive line shit.
they brought it back now that they're 0-2, right? Like, oh, Joe stinks, bro. It's been like that since training camp. So why are they now just bringing it back up? That
Well, they should have sat him at least 1 or 2 games. They should have sat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't even think just sitting him does it, bro. I think at this point, um, I think right now they're in an identity crisis, and the fact that we just got off the Chargers bandwagon and talking about how the coaching and all of that on both sides is atrocious, and you can kind of factor that in as well as them. Like, you don't want to sign Von Bell, so you lose the vocal side of your defense. And you can see that because no one's taking the reins to speak up when these guys are not making plays. Like, you don't see the way they collectively, like, the last 2 seasons kind of brought out together. Like, against Lamar, they looked bad, bro. Like, they couldn't get off the field. And then you look at the offense, they're not in sync. Like, the way Chase and Burrow look, it's like it's missing. It's not there. And then you see him trying to get Higgins the ball, and it's like, bro, just use everybody. You have too many weapons. Like, Mixon, y'all got him to come back for what? Not to use him? Like it's, to me, it's just like I said, the identity crisis as far as that whole unit, like offensively, and then you go look at it on the defense side of the ball. They're just not rolling together. And I guess you could say it's his injury, but hell, they still got that piss poor ass line that's not protecting him. So he's not even having time to really get the ball off. They're not having time to run deep shot plays because he's not protected. You don't got that type of time. And then you can't ask him to run because he got a bum calf. So
Yeah. No, obviously he's hurt, right? And that explains the first game. They brought him back too early, and now he might miss more time. And I think the reason they brought him back is that there's a lot of pressure this year, right? Because this is the last year with all three of those receivers, right? Like, for sure, they're not going to be together next year. So I think they're feeling the pressure. Hey, we got to win this year. But yeah, rushing him back, like, we didn't know that at the time. They said, oh, he'll be ready by game time. It looks like they rushed him back now. Now he's not even healthy. It's a bad. I don't like they're used to slow starts from them. But I don't think it's going to click this year unless they sit him and get him healthy. But how long are they going to have to sit him for?
It was never slow starts to a point where he was hurt, right? Like, he had, like, the 2 seasons ago, the one that they ended up going to the Super Bowl, they kept him off the preseason games just because he was coming back from his multiple ligament tears. Last year, it was like an appendix burst, so he couldn't do anything preseason then. So he can't, he came back and he was okay, so sorry. But now it's like he's going in injured and he's playing injured. And Kev, you're right, bro. He needs some milk. I mean,
give him milk.
It'll fix
you
anything.
Need a fucking line, Kevin. That's need a line, bring the protection.
And Alex, I know his internet connection is not letting him be here right now, but it's like he's gonna thrive on this, right? But he can't really be happy about it at the same time, because then all the people who gave shit to Lamar for the years that he's not been playing because of hurt, and he was defending. It's like, no, he's better than that. Well, same shit here, brother. Here, this is so.
I think he is too, but man, it comes to a point in time where like guys have to I feel like Andy Reid has reinvented himself over and over and over.
He's done it with almost any QB.
Yeah, Belichick reinvents himself over and over.
On defense, like, the GM sucks. GM Belichick.
Well, I mean, as far as granted, y'all offense isn't great, but sometimes y'all put up great performances. And what I mean by that is you will never catch a stagnant like a Bill Belichick, like when he can't get something done. Like, he's making the most of little bitty old Mac Jones' noodle arm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all always seem to find fucking running backs or
when he gets us an offensive coordinator that's an actual offensive coordinator, you're right. I won't deny it. But when he puts in his buddy Matt Patricia and Joe Judge as a fucking QB coach and the offensive coordinator, we fucking suck. And
I'm just saying they need some true, like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I just hate when you have like great offensive pieces and they don't make shit work. Like, I'm looking at Baltimore and I'm like, man, they got to thank God they drafted Zay Flowers, because if they didn't, bro, that Odell,
they would be hurting.
Not gonna work, bro. Because that offense looks terrible, and you can't. I'm like, how do you have all these weapons, man, and you don't make it work? Like, it's just frustrating to watch sometimes.
Look, this is what I would do. I would go ahead after the season. I would let Higgins and Boyd go. I would redefine that entire line, get the best that you can completely, because yes, pay Jamar Chase because obviously he is your best weapon. You pay him. You keep a freaking what's Joe Mixon on low, and if he doesn't, there's plenty of running backs I'll be willing to pay with a Super Bowl caliber team, and you just go from there. If Joe Burrow's as great as I think he is, he can make Mr. Buttfuck from nowhere, be a good wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 3.
Who's the little white boy they got? Shipley's something like that they got over there. He's good.
There you go. So it could be anybody. I mean, you like I said, you can make anything happen. Just as a comment, Devontae Adams out with concussion. Pick one to put in for flex spot, White or Dobbs. Dobbs, I would say Dobbs.
Yeah, I was just gonna go there too because once we transferred from this this Bengals, I was like, you asking who surprised you and who looks good, man. Packers look good. Packers look very good. Falcons look very good.
I'm surprised.
That's my surprise.
I'm surprised at the Falcons. But I will say the Ritter is shit, so they definitely need to go get another quarterback.
You know what I can say, James. You know what? I'm not surprised. Kyle Pitts, 2 for 15, 2 for 15, bitch, 2 for 15. Who is coaching this team? Arthur Smith. You can fucking find a way to win, but 2 for 15, bitch.
Oh my god, bro! I hate it.
Kyle Pitts is potentially could be top 3 tight ends.
Drake London's touchdown was, I think it was his first catch. Since week 1. That was like, bro, how do you not get Drake London the ball? How? Like,
Bijan's going to run away with the offensive rookie player of the year, but that's because he's the only player apparently playing for the offense.
I would say,
still playing less snaps in Algier.
Yes. Can we please give a huge shout out to the Colts? Can we please give a huge shout out to the Colts?
No, you know what? No. AR-15. AR-15, thank you.
Yes, sir.
You know what? You balling out. You proving everybody that you're wrong.
Everybody.
Alex apologize.
What has he done?
Oh, wow, Alex.
What?
Hey, he's done more than Justin Fields. In history
this year?
Well, let's just compare him to the other rooks, CJ, and I would rather have AR-15 right now.
No, but CJ actually played nice. CJ's played nice.
CJ is. I told you guys, CJ was the best quarterback in that fucking draft, and he trust me, he is. What if CJ Stroud had like the structure that maybe the Colts had right now, they'll be different.
Yeah. Definitely. I would say that too because when you look at where he's CJ Stroud, I give CJ Stroud his props. CJ Stroud has no true offensive identity. Like they got Dameon Pierce and Dalton Schultz. Like he don't have a number 1 receiver. They got what you call
Collins look like a fucking star.
Hey, he really is Collins. Though. He is Collins. I was gonna say that right now.
Nico's gonna ask for $25 million.
Bro, but you know what I'm excited about though? They have youth, so I am excited about that. You got Dameon Pierce, you got CJ, you got Nico, then you got Michi just coming back. So I would love to see how they use Michi with all that speed. So it's exciting for them to watch. But I will say this: I agree with Alex on that. If you put CJ with fucking Quentin Nelson and the rest of that line that they have that they're trying to restructure, and then you give him those weapons like fucking Michael Pittman.
But you know what? And it's the important thing that we talked about, especially like with Justin Fields and that stuff.
Yeah.
When you put the game plan behind the damn quarterback and what are his best assets and all that shit, then you will succeed. You have CJ looking really good. AR-15 before he got knocked out with a concussion. He first of all 17 fantasy points before he got knocked out.
In the first quarter or something.
Touchdown. Throwing the ball very accurately. Not bad at all. His guys are actually wanting to play.
I think he made one bad read where he tried to force a 3rd and 12 where he threw that interception and the ball just got away from him because it was a wide open pass, but the ball just got away from him.
Are you talking about week 1?
Yes, I think it was week 1.
Okay.
So
because I was like, there was no picks. But again, when you play with a structured unit, when you as a coach or offensive coordinator are playing behind this guy's strengths, you're gonna succeed. Pay attention, Chicago. Pay the fuck attention.
Hey, Alex, I got a question.
Yeah,
Alex, I got a question. What's going on with Claypool over there, man?
Yeah,
what's
damn,
this?
he ain't playing.
No,
Hey,
I know. Somebody posted on
He
Twitter.
played
He got a
nice this
touchdown.
week.
He got a touchdown.
Oh, but no, somebody posted on Twitter like he was out there like doing stupid shit, like fucking around.
Not blocking.
Yeah,
That
like,
first
it was
week,
some
he
shit.
wasn't blocking. He wasn't
Yeah.
doing a day. He was just standing there.
He was just he was doing dumb shit, and they were talking shit about it. Like a lot of Chicago fans was talking shit about him.
Well,
I was
because he's
like, is he
lazy.
trying
and
to get out?
stupid.
Yeah,
AB Junior.
They gave up a
Yeah,
first round pick for him.
They gave him a first round pick.
it wasn't a
Claypool?
first. It was second rounder.
No, but
No,
isn't it
second
upgrade
round.
to a first?
Oh,
Second?
what?
Either way, that's way too much. Either way, that's way
Yeah,
too much.
for Chase.
Because
That's for,
especially when Dallas gave away Amari Cooper for 4th round pick. Oh my.
Yeah.
Fifth. I want to remind you.
So,
this. No, it's not.
Claypool, like
That paid.
I watched like detail, like every single thing that these dudes do. Dude,
Yeah.
you watch Claypool from week 1 to week 2. It's like a total like different player.
Well, yeah, because he opened up X and saw that he was getting
He
dashed.
fell, he got up. Like,
For real.
he had a well, they had a meeting. They had a meeting with them saying that like if he didn't pick up his game, Ryan Poles was gonna trade him. Like they told him like
Who's
you
gonna
know,
take him?
that's
Who's
swag.
gonna
Like,
It can't get much worse
the
than
thing is,
Chicago, man.
like
You
why,
wide receiver
why
3,
do
who's
you,
going to take you?
Bro.
but why do you have to ask for an NFL player to show you effort? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's just the difference
Millions of dollars.
That's the difference between winning and losing right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about this on the field. I'm talking about this on the team.
Bro,
You win in your abilities and your practice and your structure and your attention to detail. That moves you from off the bench to on the field. Now, if you cool with just suiting up every day and not going on the field, stay your ass on the sideline.
You knew what kind of player he was when this fucker celebrated a first down with the clock winding down.
Oh,
Instead of putting the ball back
Yeah.
to fucking move. And then he's like mad at everyone else. Like, bitch, you did this, not them. The fuck?
My thing was him and Juju, bro. Like it was almost like who could you slap the hardest when they were on the
I
Steelers?
don't follow Juju, but I'm pretty sure Belichick said that shit down real quick.
Bro. Okay, when I first got on TikTok, when I first got on TikTok, bro, they made me so mad because Juju with all his dancing, and then you look at Claypool with all his how I get ready for an NFL game shenanigans, and I was just like, bro, why the fuck ain't y'all focused? Like, what's going on here? And then they go out there and lose, and then you like, bro, it's just like, man, kids with great talent, and then they just shoot themselves in the foot, and you just wonder why people like that. Like,
Imagine being Big Ben, right? Minus the allegations and all the shit he did. Imagine the structure you have from like when you got like Santonio Holmes, you got unconcussed AB, you got all these fucking awesome wide receivers,
Hines Ward,
who are beating the fuck out of everybody.
Mike Wallace,
and then you end your career with Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster,
AB going crazy.
yeah,
Bro, it's
because AB like
Because
It's like
AB in the locker room acting a fool.
it's going from a Lamborghini to a Toyota Corolla, dog.
it was like you're
That's
right. I need to retire. I need to do something else with my life.
You go from cooling and heated leather seats to cloth. Bro, but I mean, dude, you gotta imagine how Aaron Rodgers felt. He was blessed. Like he come in,
you say that to Jeff. He doesn't believe that.
Aaron Rodgers was blessed. Aaron Rodgers.
He's had some receivers.
He had Donald Driver. He had I forgot who the other guy was.
Greg Jennings.
You had Donald Driver.
Greg Jennings.
Nelson as your third for a second.
Yeah, out of nowhere comes Jordy Nelson, and then when you get Jordy Nelson, you get blessed with Randall Cobb and what's his name, Jones.
Y'all's boy Devontae.
Then out of nowhere comes
Devontae. I don't care what you say, Jeff. That man's a stud. And
Damn, what did he do this past week? 80 yards?
He did more than Tyreek Hill.
Hey, he's improving. He's improving.
He did more than Tyreek Hill.
Hey, but he gonna have it rough this year with Garoppolo. He ain't gonna.
Dog.
Well, anybody's gonna have it rough.
He's gonna have it rough, bro.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean he's not a top 10 player, Jeff.
Hey, going into this season,
bro. I was thinking about it, Jeff, but I wasn't talking shit to nobody.
Hey, wait.
But dog, I was looking at Red Zone. And they were like, Devontae Adams looked so fucking mad, bro. Like he put on a
he ain't gonna be a Raider by the end of the year.
dog. He put on an amazing route. Like I look, that's what I look at when I be watching games. I look at the like how some receivers get off the line, bro. Dog, I don't know who the fuck Garoppolo threw the ball to, bro. Like I was just like, damn,
yeah, that's gonna happen a lot this year. It's gonna happen a lot.
To that Oakland Raider fan in the front row.
Dog,
and then look at
like,
Carr.
yes.
Carr's playing mad, and man,
Dog,
he's throwing
Carr,
the ball.
Bro, Carr is going crazy in fucking in New
He's
Orleans,
pissed.
dog.
Somebody said in here that David Carr was trash. I don't know who it was.
That wasn't me.
It might have been me.
It was Derek.
It might have been me because I was like,
I think it was straight.
And a lot of people say that. Like I say that, like when you go to a bar and talk to people, a lot of people are gonna say Carr sucks.
Bro,
like,
I ain't gonna lie. I just like I said,
that.
I hate the inconsistency of Carr. I think he's a good quarterback. He's just very inconsistent. He get high, then he get low. Then he get high, you like he's gonna make a run, and then he gets low. So I agree with it, but I mean he looks good over there. Like
here's the thing too with the Saints. I wouldn't say he looks good because I think they're only winning like 2017 back-to-back weeks. So I'm not saying he looks good, right? My thing is that right now what he hasn't had since John Gruden, he hasn't had structure in the offense.
Yes.
Right? Like he had that with John Gruden, before he, all the shit came out. Yeah. He had structure, and that's something he had lacked for a few years, before his like ACL injury, before he entered the playoffs. But that's what he's lacking with Dennis Allen. Like they don't have a good structure yet over there, and I think if they make the move next year to bring in John Gruden over Dennis Allen, I think that we could possibly see that happen. Just because he's already been in the building, so I can see the Saints doing something that crazy.
Man, listen, if he gets that, because I was already like, I don't care what nobody says. And yes, John Gruden might have said some stuff. Hey, we've all made racist comments in our lives. I don't care if you said it in the car by yourself or you was with your friends or wherever you said it.
Don't fucking speak to me like that, bitch. Don't fucking speak to me.
I don't care. Somebody and everybody has said something racist. So that we're all on an evil playing field. John Gruden is a QB guy, bro. Like, he is a QB guy. I was actually excited to see what they were going to do with Oakland. I didn't agree with him trading Khalil Mack, but I was excited to see what was going to take place over there with him and that team because I just envisioned what he did when he was with Tampa. He turned them around, got them there, defensive juggernaut, a little bit of offense, barely got by, but they were fucking must-watch team. So I hope he gets another shot.
And they were playing good with them and winning games that, like, now they wouldn't win. They were competitive.
Yeah.
They were good, and then he left, and it went all downhill, right?
They beat the Chiefs and then drove around the arena with the bus honking. All right, I wanted to ask y'all. And Alex, I'll go to you first. What is your biggest surprise so far, just 2 weeks into the season?
Man, to me, being a Bears fan, fucking
get off the Bears. Get off the Bears. We've heard you talk about the Bears enough. Get off the Bears. Biggest surprise, a good positive surprise, not negative. Sorry, I should have been more.
That's disrespectful as fuck.
He brought up the Bears last week. That was his answer last week. I need him to change his answer.
Probably the Dolphins.
Okay, I like
the Dolphins. I did predict them to make the playoffs, but I didn't think they were gonna be like Tua, dude. Tua is fucking balling out.
Yeah. Yes.
What I did like about them playing against the Patriots, everybody thought they were so one-dimensional last year, but like pass. Mm-hmm. Bill kind of took that away, and they went to the running game, and they ate him up. They ate up Bill in the running game.
Well, but he running. He got that Nas in him.
So
that boy hit that
it's more like of a coaching thing. They got away from passing the game. They took it away. Bill did a great job of taking that away. But Miami shows that they're not just one-dimensional this year. And I think getting Vic Fangio over there too helped out that defense. It was kind of hard to see that defense do anything against the Chargers. The Chargers are high-power offense. Of course, they're probably going to put some points on them. But then again, like the Patriots, they're not that. They're probably below average in the offense department.
Not cooking though. Shut up. I'm kidding. Hey, he's doing better than Justin. Just saying, they're going to his strengths. Just throwing that out there. If we had to rank him right now, Max above Justin.
Passing yards, yeah, but I still.
I mean, no one's asking Mac to run or to do the giddy. No one's asking him to do that. But if he does it,
Oh God!
I'm sorry that Justin's your leading rusher for your team. I mean, that just says how bad your offense is, that they don't even have, Herbert or Foreman or anyone else being the leading rusher. It's Justin Fields.
But the thing is, to me, with the Bears, a lot of people throw a lot of shit to them. But, bro, like, you watch the game, the fucking play calling is so terrible.
It is terrible. But, again, like we discussed before the episode started, he's looking at the people. They're wide open, and he doesn't throw it until it's too late.
Yeah, it's indecisiveness. It's indecisiveness in the pocket.
They broke him. The Bears broke him. That's just
I don't think he's broken. I honestly agree that play calling is shit, and then your line isn't fully structured. I think he has that clock in his head, like Daniel Jones or even the way Zach Wilson looked. Like, like, I got 3 seconds to find the read. If I don't, these motherfucking legs is finna start moving. And he's moving. Like, rather than trying to sit and move to make a play, like, he's sitting, moving to just run, like, right away. And it's like, and it sucks because, like, you got, like DJ Moore was saying, he was like, I just need him to trust me. Like, and you saw when they did connect on a few plays, it was like, okay, you got your number one. Just start using them. And I think that's what some young guys don't realize. Like, you got that number one guy. Trust that guy. Make a play with that guy. Build a connection. And then, dude, he'll be fine, bro. Like, and I need to see more out of them utilizing Cole Kmet, bro. That's a good ass fucking tight end that's just sitting there doing
that. They paid,
bro.
This offseason.
Yes, he's the fucking beast. Like,
Cole Kmet
use him.
And DJ Moore ran the same route, doing shoulder to shoulder, and Justin Fields didn't know where to fucking throw it to. They ran the same route, and they're in the same area. Their shoulder pads hit each other. Tell me whose fault is that? That's
the coaches. Like, obviously the Chicago, like, they're just not being set up. Like, I don't.
Y'all need to fire Matt Eberflus.
Obviously, something's wrong bigger than the players.
Coach to bring an offensive unit with him, with young new versions of McVay, Shanahan, and whatever his name was that was also with him.
Well, shit. Trade for a coach, goddammit.
They do that stuff.
Hire Eric Bieniemy. Hire Eric Bieniemy, because you know what?
Offense will be crazy.
If we're talking about most surprises right now, Washington's 2-0. If you want to talk about like big positive surprises, Eric Bieniemy
I was gonna say shockingly, because you did dog them, Jose. So you guys gotta take that back. You dogged Washington. You said they were cheeks. Anyway,
they were.
You didn't say cheeks, but you said they were. You
ass.
Said
ass.
But my two surprise teams was, I was gonna say Washington. And then if I had to single out a player, I was gonna say Jordan Love. Like, he's looked very fucking good these 2 weeks. And that Washington team, Sam Howell looks amazing with that line. Like, he's making some throws that I'm just like, shit. He hit Terry McLaurin for like a 60 bomb. And I was just like, bruh. So,
James, I'm just gonna say right now, I'm not gonna take it back because it's called a surprise for a reason. Okay, it's called a surprise. Okay, I did not expect it, and they're doing something. Okay, you're welcome.
Hey.
They're actually utilizing Brian Robinson correctly. Hello, fantasy points, and he's on my bench. But hey, I win.
Yeah, bro, I was so mad. I left him on the bench.
Biggest surprises.
Yeah, well, of course, mine was going to be Atlanta, but we talked about Atlanta, so I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. I'm a big Baker fan. I wanted him to do good. It sucks to see him go to so many teams. I just hope he found a home in Tampa. Him and Mike Evans are on the same page. Mike Evans going crazy, making everybody regret not picking him up. The running game was going, and they're winning games. So that's my big surprise,
bro. In the last year, Baker's been on like 3 teams.
Crazy,
and he's impressing. Now, don't get me wrong; the teams they're beating are also very. How do I say this? They're underperforming. They're not showing up. Hello, again, back to the Bears. Who did they beat week 1? Vikings.
Vikings.
They're only in the NFC North right now. So what? Should I bet on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Lions and the Packers? Maybe. That's what Vegas is probably going to tell me.
Yeah.
Those gonna be some good ass games too.
Right? Maybe we'll see. Hey, Mike Evans, y'all put him in the 20th.
In the 20s.
Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. I told y'all. I told you, especially Trey, who put him at 26. I told you. That was a horrible.
Hey, it's because Tom Brady couldn't get him the ball the year before. Baker make it. Tom Brady wanted to check it down every damn play.
Did you see that O-line? Did you see that O-line?
And so what the O-line? The O-line.
Did he
so
not
much
die?
better from year to year.
Did he not die? Actually, yes, they actually did. Because now they actually have some of the guys that are healthy back in. I know Ryan Jensen's career is over, but I mean, yes, this O-line is doing much better.
You finally got a quarterback that. I mean, I know Brady was 44, but god damn,
he was 45.
I couldn't watch that shit no more. He just threw it to the running back on the flat. That's the whole season. That's what he fucking did.
Did you see them die? The fact that they lost to the Cowboys as his final game, the first time he's ever lost to the damn Cowboys, that's when he knew he had to retire. That's how bad it was. Micah got to him. What you need a Micah jersey. Do you not have a Micah jersey?
I don't. I gotta get one.
I was gonna buy. That's not a Dez. Okay. You need a Micah.
Yes, Dez. I did. I was gonna buy a Dez. I was gonna buy a CD Micah to start the year off. I was gonna get me and my daughter one. That's my plan.
Yeah, that's a jersey that I have.
Me and my daughter got the Micah. But you gotta get. Hey, y'all. If y'all gonna get jerseys this year, I know Alex is gonna get jerseys. But if y'all gonna get jerseys this year, this is the last year they're doing Stitch. So if you want Stitch,
hey,
really?
So
yeah.
So literally 5 minutes before the podcast started, my new jersey just arrived at my parents'.
Oh shit!
Matthew Judon, red jersey, paper Stitch.
That's the traded too.
Say what?
It's always a curse, like getting a jersey.
And did they get traded?
Yeah.
No. So I wanted the red one, but I didn't want to get Mac Jones. I knew that I know that it's his last year, but I want to get a red Zeke.
I want to get a red Zeke. That shit looks beautiful, especially with that 15. Oh my god.
They'll be sick.
But I won't. On Sunday.
I don't even care. I just want his jersey because it's red. Like
you probably can, but
yeah. That's what the dude told me at the store. He was like, they're going completely with the iron-on. So he was like,
really?
Get Stitch. Yeah.
Damn.
So it's gonna be it's iron-on or authentic, which is like the 371, the 370. So. Woo! Okay. I want to do one segment and then we can continue or cut it off for the night. I just basically wanted to do a blind ranking. So it's a blind rankings of teams that are 0 and 2 right now.
God.
So I'm gonna name names and then y'all have to, agree upon which spots you think they belong.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's 9 teams that are 0 and 2.
Damn.
But we're only doing a ranking of 5.
Top 5.
Yeah. So if you
and we're picking out like the best 0 and 2 team.
Yeah, like where would you put them at between 1 and 5? So, so this could be any random team. So
a garbage fire. So all right.
Yeah. So we'll start with an easy one. The Bengals. Where would you put them?
Fucking last. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I would usually put them as like the number 1 0 and 2 team, but with homeboy being hurt, I don't know, man. I would have to put them at the 5.
Honestly, I would say the way they look offensively and defensively with the unknown injury of Joe Burrow and how it can linger, I would have to put them at 5.
Oh my God! What is this?
No, because you have to be realistic, bro. Joe Burrow is hurt. This thing can linger. You don't know if he's gonna tighten up and things are gonna come back. Then you gotta look at the defense. The defense ain't playing they not playing good either. And the line is shit.
So y'all are all agreeing on 5.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have all the other teams on the top of my head right now, but then who's their backup?
Y'all can't move them around. Just so y'all know, y'all can't move them around. So 5.
Who's it? You want to go with 5, James? 5?
Yeah, I'm going 5.
Well, Alex had them last, so I think 5's in the middle, right?
No, 5 is last.
Well, I thought last was 9. Then you said there's 9 teams.
We're only doing. There's 9 teams, but I'm gonna only put out 5 names. So you're gonna put them from 1 to 5. So
that's what I'm saying. Well, at least he's 5 and not even on the list, right? He could be one of the 4.
I thought y'all might give room and put him at 3. Okay,
at 3. 3.
But you said 5 already, so that's where.
Yeah, 5.
This is for TikTok. So shit. My God. Houston Texans.
Last.
So 4 because again
9. So we have to rank these ones. Oh,
it's 1 to 5. Yes,
Damn,
that's why I was asking you. Now,
well, I was hoping we can discard some of them.
no,
I'll put Houston at 4. They got upside. They got potential.
That's the only other place to put them. 4.
No, but I'm saying even if I had the choice to be like, okay, Jose, bump off the Bengals and put Texans at 5. No, I will put Houston in front of the Bengals. I think they have potential.
So I wouldn't. I like if we could do it over, I would put them at 5, of course. But yeah, the Texans to me. I mean, yeah, like the quarterback.
That's the point of the blind rankings. You don't.
Yeah,
know
that's the point.
So you're risky that you're.
Okay. So you put like Bengals at 3 to give you wiggle room. I got you. Yeah. This is my first blank ranking. But yeah, like the Texans to me. Like, to me, the Colts, right? Jonathan Taylor's not even playing. And they go and they dominate that game to me, right? Like, the Texans are like, just at like, it's not the quarterback's fault. It's just the team, right? It's just, they're just lost, right? They're just not good.
So we're putting them at 4, right?
4, yeah.
At 4? All right. I want to see if Alex comes back on and we can ask him because I don't even know we've heard it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you already got Bengals and Texans. Wow.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't really. Yeah, this is my first blind ranking.
I looked at some 0-2 teams, so I kind of know what to expect. I got a feeling of who's kind of coming. I know you're gonna pull out the Jags, or I think you should pull out the Jags.
The Jags are now 0-2. They're 1-1.
Oh, they 1-1. Oh, they won. Oh, yeah, they just pulled this mouth right. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, since we got some time, but I did there was some stuff I didn't get to talk about earlier. I did want to say like Stafford and the Rams. They'll be competitive. They're not going to make a Super Bowl run. But, Stafford, right, everybody was doubting him coming back and everything. He's looking good. They said they got, like, all these rookies and they're balling. And I think that has to do a lot with Stafford being mad about what people have been saying him this past year. And then one other thing, last year we were talking about the Vikings, and I hadn't got to watch them, but I watched that Thursday night game. And, yeah, Kirk Cousins definitely ain't the problem. It's their defense, and they don't got no other receivers besides Justin Jefferson and Hawkinson. Man, how many times? I think it was Osborne. Addison. But that their third, it's like they don't have a third receiver. I think it was Osborne. He dropped wide open pass over, and I was like, "That's the problem."
And Madison.
It was I couldn't distinguish the two, and I was like multitasking. But there's a lot of drop.
But it's crazy because he was actually the one that stepped up last year and had a hell of a season coming into this year.
Who?
Like Osborne was that guy last year. He balled out.
Kevin, how much have you had to drink tonight, Kevin?
Yeah,
Kevin?
That's a lot of games.
Kevin, how much have you had to drink tonight?
But yeah, and if he comes back on Osborne, that they're going to be good. But yeah, their defense looked horrible. But I mean, they were playing Philly, right? And Philly, the thing about Philly, I was going to say about the Rams, and granted, the Phillies built for a longer run than the Rams were. But they went to the Super Bowl. You go through injuries when you have a long season like that. But for them to I think they're still playing strong given that. And if they start clicking over to they're 2-0 and we're doubting them, right? Yeah, but I think they'll be better by the end of the season.
Well, I'm not doubting them. That's America and whoever.
Yeah, people are saying they're not looking that great, right?
Alex,
it's crazy. Go ahead, hold it.
Are you here, Alex?
Yeah.
What did you have in the blind rankings? The Texans.
Ooh.
The 5 spots
1, 2,
already taken.
3, or 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 4 because I don't know who else are you gonna interview.
Everybody just keep putting in that last slot.
It's a safe bet.
All right, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm purposely keeping our teams off, like the Patriots, the Broncos, and the Bears. They're not in this shit.
Look, here's why though. Cincinnati, like I think I said it like 2 years ago about Joe Burrow.
You were wrong last year.
The same fucking shit from every year for me though. Because look, I told everybody, I was like, wait till Cincinnati has to start paying everybody, and this team's window's gonna close soon, right? So you're kind of seeing it right now. Everybody's starting to be like, all right, fuck, Cincinnati needs to win now because they're 0-2. They need to win now. And Texans, they have a future, right? They're building something now. I like their coach. So
you're telling me by the end of the year, the Texans will have a better record than the Bengals?
They're not gonna have a better record.
Okay, that's what I'm asking though. Like, I just think, okay.
Long term, there's a better situation. You went mute.
Oh, I can't hear it as a B.
Mute.
Yeah, me neither. I can hear.
Mute.
No.
Mute.
Nope.
No habla.
He went Matt Patricia on the offense.
Oh god.
Okay, say could be stay with the Bears offense. So no.
Nope.
Hello.
There you are.
There you go.
I can't
There you go.
Okay.
He said he was Matt Patricia on the offense.
I couldn't even hear y'all. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. I was like, what the hell?
He
This
said
fucking
you
computer.
were Matt Patricia on the offense. Oh my god.
I mean, he might as well be coaching the fucking Bears right now. Look at that shit.
That's what I just said.
All right. Okay. The
Who's
Vikings.
next?
The Vikings.
1.
They should have been number 5.
Talking about the hater number. So you only have the options 1, 2, and 3.
I'm going 1.
Yeah, 1 or 2. I don't know who's left. But I mean, I won't be mad at 1. But we got to agree on 1. But I would have them 2.
So 1, 2. Alex, you're the difference maker. Where would you have them?
No. One would be like the best, like I guess the best slot for them, because in the division they're playing in right now, they have structure to like actually turn it around, because that division is so wide open right now. Still, the leader is at 1 game, so they're only 1 game behind.
So you agree with 1? So we're gonna put them at 1.
1.
Yeah, one would be. I'm still not panicking for them just yet.
Okay. The Chargers.
Oh shit!
3.
I'm panic mode right now.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I'm at 2 for the Chargers.
Yeah, 2 for the Chargers.
I'm at 3.
All right, you got outvoted. Okay. So right now 1 is Vikings, 2 is Chargers, 4 is Texans, and 5 is Bengals. Okay. Well, the last one automatically goes to 3, and that was the Cardinals.
Damn. Hey, the Cardinals, I thought they were going to be worse. So they've been competitive both games. They've been in those games.
They fighting.
This is where we're ranking. This is where we're doing blind rankings, and we got
Yeah, that's what happens.
All right, guys.
Whatever Coach Murr said to them in the offseason, hey, it's clicking.
Do you have fire in your gut? Do you have fire in your gut?
Yeah,
it worked. They were up what 21-0 on the Giants. It was something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
20. It was 20-0 or 21-0, and then 28-7, and they choked.
Yeah, and then they.
I saw Isaiah Simmons make a tackle in the middle, and he looked right at their sideline. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. His ass is flying around for that defense. I wish you. Damn, that's crazy.
Y'all's boy Daniel Jones finally came alive.
Oh my God, y'all's boy. Who's y'all's? Stop.
Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt finally came alive.
No, Jalen Hyatt got 2 targets for 89 yards, and they said, "No, let's not throw it to him no more."
Yeah, like
let's not throw it to him no more. Like stupid ass Giants.
Goofies.
Dude,
trying to feed Darius Slade. Get your ass off the team.
He's the best receiver on that team. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, it's not even a question. Him, and then what's that other kid's name that they got that didn't play last year because I think he broke his leg or tore something.
No me acuerdo. There's Hodgins. Hodgins played the whole season though, I think.
It's a speedster. I know he's like 5'8", 5'10", something like that.
You're asking me to think of Giants personnel right now. It's fucking late. So you crazy. But James, I wanted to ask you something because I asked these guys and they all said stay with the guy. If the Bears go down and they get the number 1 overall pick again next year, do you stick with Fields or do you go for Caleb?
Yeah, that's tough.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Because what use? Okay, so this is what I'm getting at.
Because then you gotta pay Justin. I'm just saying.
Yes, you gotta pay Justin, but do you do you take on taking Caleb at number 1 and giving him that guaranteed money when you know you're still not going to be successful? You don't have a line. So how are you going to protect him?
It's gonna be a lot less than paying Justin.
You're starting
Right?
all over. Same
Right,
shit.
you're starting all over, but you're back on a rookie contract, and James is a rookie contract, not the most precious thing out there.
Yeah, but I mean, like you win. It's a lose-lose situation. You either pay him and you still lose because you're giving him a shit ton of money and you're not putting your money where it's needed, which is on your offensive line and getting another weapon, or you bring in a young stud that's a generational talent and you still go through the same thing. Yeah, you save money, but shit, you're gonna be losing anyway because you're not gonna protect them.
Okay, but James, here's the thing. So you're talking about protection. So let's say they invest that money for protection. So are you still wanting to give Justin Fields, let's say 35 mil a year versus getting Caleb Williams for like 15 mil for the first 4 years?
Now, if they invest in the line, I'm taking Caleb Williams.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, because obviously what the Bears' struggles are too is that they're digging themselves out the hole that was made by the old regime, right?
Yeah.
And let's be honest, it's the coaching staff that sucks right now, right? Like and Justin, like his indecisiveness. But if you by then get rid of this coach and you get an offensive coach and a better offensive coordinator for next year, for a first year with Caleb, would that not be better?
Yeah, I would say that because you save money, you build around him, and you work with him, and you let him be who he is. Yeah,
that's all. I'm trying to make logical sense.
Yeah.
Like I get, I like Justin Fields. I don't think he's a bust. But, sadly he is trending that way. He looks like he's seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold. But I think if I have the option, I'm gonna go for Caleb Williams because he's younger, rookie contract, and he's athletically better.
Yeah. My argument was I don't think Chicago is going to end up with the number 1 pick, right? Arizona's tanking. I don't see Chicago ending up with the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
But hypothetically, then of course, I would say the
way they're playing right now, they might.
Yeah, exactly. They might make that decision in a couple of games, right? Like say fuck it, right?
I mean, it's the same aspect too, right? Like you're already like Arizona, you're already paying Kyler, and you're gonna hit big debt money if you go ahead and take Caleb and Marvin Harrison Jr. because you have 2 first-round picks, and we don't know how great the Texans are that they won't be like a top 3, top 4 pick.
Yeah.
So
my thing is
right
just like if he. Well, I don't know, man. He just.
It's like Stephen A. said today or yesterday that like everybody knows the potential what Justin has, but being in that shitty situation, it's so unfair to him. You know,
so it's probably better for me to get out quicker.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, hopefully you find somewhere he can go. He can
Atlanta
make it happen, and
dude, it trust me. Like if he balls out somewhere else, everybody in Chicago is gonna be sick. But we already know what the problem is, dude. Like it's not Justin. It's basically it's the organization. Like they can't get somebody that could.
So set him free, Alex. Set his ass free.
And I wouldn't be and I wouldn't even be mad if he were to go to Atlanta. That's his hometown, and he wanted to play for the Falcons. That's where he wants to play.
He better not wear 7.
Yeah, and then Caleb already said he might stay if it's between Chicago and Arizona. He might just stay another year. See who's there next year.
I think Caleb will come out because the money's gonna be there. But I think he'll pull an Eli and force a trade.
And just be like, I don't want to play for you.
I'm not playing for you. I'm not playing for you. I'm sorry. Like, get the next best thing you can get, but don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Because I think players have the rights for that. I mean, go for it. If you don't want to play for a shitty organization who has not done well by their players, then get yourself out of there. Yeah. You can find a way. I mean, you're entering the draft, but you're not. But until you sign the dotted line, you're not obligated to play for that team. So
that's crazy,
right? Because they'll have his draft rights, but he doesn't sign anything, then that shit don't matter. So I think that's all I got for tonight. I mean, we could have talked probably the best game of the weekend, which is Colorado and Colorado State, and what's upcoming with the Oregon.
I was surprised we didn't lead with that. That game was sick. I liked it.
I think every game this weekend was sick, bro. We're leading with that one, Like, Texas kind of gave us a heart attack, but they pulled their shit together.
Yeah,
So.
Texas is doing what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't lead with it because obviously we knew how dramatic it was that game. It would go leading up to it. Jay Norvell saying, "Well, my mama taught me that when I talk to a grown up, I take off my glasses and my hat." Bitch,
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure everybody's talked about it already, right? Like,
don't be talking about another man's mama like that. You get smacked anywhere for that kind of shit. Don't be talking about someone's mama like that.
But hey, I don't care what nobody say. The boys came out and put up a fight.
yeah, that was sick.
Defense was going
Well,
crazy.
Blackburn also put Hunter on the shelf for 3 weeks too. So
Yeah, that
That's
was dirty.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, you talking about the hit?
Yeah, that hit.
All right. What I'm about to say might get some dudes mad, right?
I know what you're
All
gonna
right,
say.
hold
I know
on,
what you're gonna say.
It's all fair and game.
Oh,
No,
my
like, check it
God,
out, bro. Check it out.
Alex, don't say nothing stupid, man. God damn.
It is short man syndrome, isn't it?
Oh, God, he about to say something fucking
Look.
ridiculous.
Say it, just say it.
If somebody is talking shit to me during pregame and on my side of the field where we're practicing on, and you had no business out there, I'm going for your head, right? I ain't going for your head. Any shot I got, I'm gonna hit you. I understand it is a dirty hit. It is. He's lucky he didn't hurt him.
He
But,
did hurt him. What are you talking about? He lacerated his kidney.
No,
What the fuck you talking about, pendejo?
Like career ending.
No, like seriously hurt him. Like where
You
it could have
lacerated
been
his
worse.
liver.
Well, you don't know that. That's life threatening. If you know.
That's what I mean. It could have been. That's what I mean. It could have
Don't
been
do it.
way worse.
So don't
It
do
could have
it.
been way worse. But like, bro, I you've been in some heats, right? Where like dude's talking shit, like he won't shut his mouth. I'm coming for your head. First time I get a shot, I'm gonna take you out.
Okay,
I don't
perfect.
care. It is
Montez,
football,
perfect.
right? Bro, I would. Juju did the right thing. He got him back, right?
I mean, at
I
that point, it
I
was
would've
eye
hit
for an
Juju
eye.
too.
But what was that? So should the Colorado guys have gone for that guy's head?
That's what I was
No.
gonna say. My
Honestly,
thing
no.
was this.
Okay,
No,
then
yeah, the fuck they should have. Yeah, the fuck they should have. Somebody should have came out like, and this was said on Twitter that one of the
Jack
players that was one of the players that is red shirted or no, they wasn't getting no playing time should have came off the bench and knocked him smooth the fuck out.
Damn.
That's how I do it where I'm
grab
from.
a helmet and go.
Oh,
That's what I would have did.
thought-
If I was on that team and I sucked and I was on the bench and I know I wouldn't get no tick, and you go after our star player on a bullshit ass hit, I understand. Now, if we playing the game fair and Travis Hunter goes on the post and Shadir puts the ball on the line and it's a tight window and he goes out there and he hits him and it's clean and he gets hurt, it's fair. It's football. That's what you
if it was
expect. You get
clean.
hit.
Yeah,
If
it
it's
was dirty.
clean.
But
Jose.
dude, the ball was already overthrown. He already got touched, and he's going down, and you still take a shot
The cheap
for
shot.
what?
Jose,
It's a cheap shot.
I thought you meant if it was called for like everybody to give him life threats or whatever, like they were gonna kill him.
There's never shit for that. There's never shit for that.
Oh man, the shit that happened to him, Madsen, all that shit.
Yeah.
When general fans put they heart and feelings into shit like that, like how they was telling LeBron he should die and they were burning his jersey and all that bullshit.
To the fandom out
bro,
there, that is none of your shit. Like that's none of your shit.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with you, bro. No.
We were just saying.
If his teammates.
If his teammates should have responded at that point,
my thing is
his teammates should have responded. I would say because the first person up there is Shador. What the fuck is the QB doing up there first?
Yeah, I'm coming off the sideline.
It's the O line. It's the O line. I would have knocked him ass out real quick.
If I'm a starter or not, I'm coming off the sideline, and you're hitting my number one on my team. I'm coming off the sideline.
That's the thing, though. You can't be that guy. You should like on a team. It's just like when Myles Garrett took his helmet off and started swinging that shit at Mason Rudolph, like on that type of shit. Your team supposed to retaliate, especially your quarterback. If your quarterback is getting done like that, your team supposed to like you retaliate.
Which
your star player your star player gets done like that, your team retaliate. Not the Shador should have been the first one over there.
You said star. Let's. You said you put Mason and star in the same sentence. You need to calm
Man,
down.
but I'm just saying he's QB1 at the time. He's QB1. Pittsburgh ain't had nobody else behind
that man's
shit.
QB0.
Well, on that team he was QB1. That's all I'm saying. But like, somebody should have came off the bench and retaliate. Now, for everybody else putting their heart and soul in it, trying to send that man death threats. No.
I
mean, y'all don't play the sport. Some of y'all ain't played the sport.
Guys,
some of y'all will never play the sport.
When y'all see a fight on 6th Street, y'all don't not gonna go intervene and fucking send out death threats. You're gonna either protect your boy or you're gonna watch. If you're just watching, keep your mouth shut. Don't be typing shit on Twitter, Instagram.
If I get in the fight and the niggas I'm with ain't helping me fight, it's a whole nother story. I'm having 2 fights because if I'm fighting and probably getting my ass.
We're all fighting. If I'm fighting, we're all fighting.
And then if I go back with my people, if I decide to go back, I'm whooping somebody ass when we get to where we're going because they didn't jump in. But Go ahead.
Let me ask this: Would you guys, if you guys had an opportunity to hit somebody like that, would you guys take it? Like if somebody was, like if think about it like being in like in a rivalry game, somebody's sucking shit, like pregame.
No, man, because I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna say no because I played a sport to play the sport, just like in basketball. I grew up playing in the streets, in the rec centers, and I played at Pickwell, I played at Woodlawn, I played at Sutton Homes, I played in downtown Garza, I played West Avenue, I played Martin Luther King Park. I played all across the city. Like, so I've played with Mexicans, white people, white boys, Filipinos. Like, dog, like I don't care who it is. If you talking shit, you talking shit. But it stays within the lines of the court. If you start getting your feelings hurt and you want to start shooting or you try to jump somebody, yeah, I got people that can handle stuff like that too. But when I'm talking shit, it stays within the lines of the court. It stays on the field. If I played football, which I never did for that long to where it was that competitive, but even when I did play like throw up tackle and shit like that, even if I got hit, you go hit somebody back. Like if I get hit hard, I'm not gonna just go blindside somebody because you hit me too hard and it hurt. No, nigga, I'm gonna try to line up with you again. Like
you won't pull a Jokic on the Morris twins?
No, man, you don't push nobody with their back turn, bro. Like you man up and you face to face somebody. Like that's sorry shit. Like, so my thing is like how Juju had to defend AB when he got hit like that on a cheap shot. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you don't try to retaliate dirty with dirty, bro. Like it just doesn't go that way, and it should never get to that point. Like in the way.
James, think about that crazy, bro. Juju did that for his boy AB, who's not been the same since, and then AB came out and attacked Juju. Like that's so crazy,
fucked up.
bro.
Yeah,
but dude,
like he had your back.
Yeah,
he didn't have to do that. He didn't have.
But it's unfortunate, man. I mean, his everything that's going on with him is unfortunate, and it's like you can't even plead a case of CTE and stuff like that no more. It's just unfortunate. So I don't even want to touch that situation. Yeah. That's a long topic. But my thing is, that's what you're supposed to do, bro.
Leave it on the court. Leave it on the
field. Leave it there, bro. And it's just like I don't care how bad a rivalry is, bro. Like, I mean, some of us haven't played in the game of that magnitude, and some of us never will. But just keep it clean, bro. Like, that's a guy that, like you said, he has a lacerated kidney, which could be potentially worse. Like, you don't even know how his body's going to respond. Like, but to think a kid that good with a potential of a generational talent that can play both sides of the ball got everybody in the nation talking over a rivalry game, you almost want to take him out?
My thing, too, is at the point, I know you're trying to send a message. I know that's what Black people are really trying to do. But you're also doing a fucking hell of a job already. Right? Like, that game was back and forth. Like, they were owning the Colorado team.
And that's what I said. Dude, and I don't care who says this or who argues it. You can argue me all day and night. Nigga, if not for the dude that was playing the best defense the entire game, Kamara, if not for him and them dumbass penalties, dude, the game don't even go to overtime. They don't even have a chance.
Shador doesn't need to show out that he's him. If Kamara's not stupid, if Blackburn's not dumb.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Bro,
they win that game.
Was going on those shallow crosses all night. Fucking just Easy.
I
money,
thought
money,
Matthew Stafford was the
money.
quarter. I thought Matthew Stafford was quarterback for Colorado State the way he kept touching the ball. I'm like, bro, it's only a drag route. Please, somebody stop playing zone.
Bro, they kept pressing the repeat button. Repeat.
Same
I'm
play.
telling you.
Bro,
It was working.
Repeat.
Bro, and he
That
was
That's
just
me
the
on
whole
Madden.
time. Woo. Horton here.
bro, he was just flipping sides, bro. I was just like, all
Hell
right,
yeah.
enough is enough,
I
bro.
thought I was watching the Eagles defense just allowing anybody wide open in the Super Bowl again. In the fucking
Nah,
end
it
zone
was
because
crazy.
Horton was,
It was
just
crazy.
that fucking good. It's like,
Yeah.
man, they're telling you what they're doing like this whole time.
Colorado's so weak in the middle, man. You could see that from
Yeah.
week.
Oh yeah, all day long.
Hey,
But shout out to Shiloh. Shout out to Shiloh with the big hit.
Yeah,
and
that
the
was-
pick six.
that
That
pick
was
six too.
that was beautiful. That's how you're
But see,
supposed
that's
to
what I
drive on the
mean.
ball.
That's how you hit a player. The way he did is clean. It wasn't dirty. It wasn't intentional. He didn't lead with his helmet. None of that. You just right there, bro. It's that simple.
Well, shout out to Shador Sanders too, because again, another week where yes, he does bad in the beginning, but he steps up big, finishes strong, bro.
98 yards.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, but that was good for Colorado. They kept their poise, right? They didn't retaliate. They just kept
Yep.
playing, and
Well
they
coached
pulled out
team.
that game. It was crazy.
I will say this though. I will say this. My second week watching them, I'm sick of watching players talking shit on the field, bro. Just don't put your team in a situation with no stupidity, man. Just you make a play, you do your little celebration, and take your ass back on your side. Like there's so many times the refs could have called it both ways, and it could have ruined them, man.
I think that's what everybody in the college in the college world is kind of like. That's why they're hating on Colorado because they're trying to
They're
be
getting
too
all the
flashy.
love.
Yeah, and they're trying to be too flashy and
But
like
are
you
they?
get it right. They score. Yeah, they really are. They're trying to flash a lot, and I think that's why a lot of people are hating on them. Cause like, bro, like just celebrate with your team. You don't have to be like all.
I don't think so, bro. I think they're jealous.
It's a double edged to me. I think it's a double edged sword. One, because like Alex said, they're getting a lot of attention. They get a lot of media attention. But my thing on the opposite end of it is because they're getting the media attention. That's kind of the only reason we're seeing them with all the
like
taunting
Jay
and
Norvell
celebrating.
saying shit.
Yeah, like if you just keep it football and you just like if they wouldn't get so much camera time, it's a regular game, bro. It's just another game. But it's like somebody always has to come out. Like I'm kind of waiting for somebody on Oregon side to come out today or tomorrow saying something, and it's gonna spark another fire.
But I'm just saying, like I don't think
It's free ammunition.
I don't think Colorado's being as flashy, right? Because before the TCU game, the only thing that we're talking about is, hey, Prime is here. He's restructured the whole fucking roster. Now he fucking kicked out like 95% of the roster, brought his own guys in, and now they're ready to play. Oh shit, they beat TCU. That's fucking impressive. Very close matchup, high offensive, both sides, 45-42. Very good game. Next week, or they come out and say Shador had a personal issue with the offensive corner for TCU. Well, he showed and he shut him up. So he put his own chip on his shoulder, but he wasn't making that public for everyone to know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh yeah, brother.
Yeah.
And then the following week, they go.
But Nebraska did it to themselves. They went out there, they stood on their field, stood on their logo. Yeah. And then they go stand on their field, they go stand on their logo. As a home team, what you supposed to do? You supposed to defend yourself.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the Colorado leading up to that, did they do anything or say shit? No, that was Matt Rule.
Yeah.
That was the players. That was them doing this shit. And then this week, going into Colorado State, everyone knows that the media is going to be there because they're their last game of the evening.
Yeah.
So who's the first one to say shit?
It was a weak college slate.
Jay Norvell. It was the other team to say shit. They're the ones that brought up talking about his Deion Sanders' mama and all this other shit. And that's what brings it. So, but it's the other teams being jealous and talking their shit. So what do you want them to do? If you're thinking Shador and all them are being flashy and stuff, well, you know what? They're doing all that flashiness on the field. They're not talking the shit on X. They're not talking shit in the press conferences before. They're putting up that shit on the field, and that's what you would want your players to do. I want you to back them up and shut them up on the field, on the court. Not beforehand. Don't talk your shit before. Yep. That's why you're not hearing Deion having them say shit right now because they know that they're going to have a tough game against Oregon. They're not going to try to disrespect them. But if Oregon wants to give them a reason to fucking fight harder, being 21-point underdogs. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get to that point. It's gonna get to that point because that's what the media wants. They want the attention. It's clickbait, and you figure something's gonna be said. But at this point, I just like what he's doing with the team, bro. Like it's a different narrative that's being taken. I like
They're
how
having
he's
fun. They're making me a college football fan, and I wasn't before the season.
They're making everybody, bro. It's like a culture thing. It's like everybody's excited. So I mean, my timeline was full of people Saturday from church, like late, like.
Yeah, that game was late.
I was gonna make another MMA post fight video. Bless your ass.
Thank you. Damn.
I was gonna make another midnight MMA post video, but then it was like the game didn't end until 1:30, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'm not even gonna do it no more.
The Oregon, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think Oregon put up like 70 on them, but I just hope for a competitive game. I hope it's close.
I do too, man.
I hope it's 70-69.
I hope it's competitive, man. Like,
yeah,
it sucks. Travis not gonna be out there.
And if they win, then that just makes the USC game that much like must watch.
And that's what sucks, bro. And that's what the thing with the Travis Hunter being hurt. He's gonna miss both games.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like you
that's a big loss.
Like you took out their best overall player, bro. Like, but all right, we talked enough, guys. So I trying to contain to an hour, and clearly we love sports so much we cannot do that in this podcast. So we will try our best for next time. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to our bullshit. Thank you for interacting. All good stuff, guys. For Hater James. Actually, you know what? No, that's not how we're gonna do it. James, show everyone your teams. Show everyone your teams. Show your muscle. Show them your shirts. Show them your, I guess, your Cowboys, my Patriots. Hey, Jeff, show them your fuck Houston shirt. No,
it's right there. I can grab it.
Yeah. No, but anyways, guys, thank you for all the love. Like, share, subscribe. You know, if you want to hop on and debate with us, go ahead, man. Send out a message, comment, or whatever you want to debate with us. Go for it. You got, bone to pick with Alex, Jeff, or James, Trey, myself, Marco, who's in Cancun, getting kidnapped by the cartel. Let us know, guys. But like, share, subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at Puro Pinche Sports. Follow us on X/Twitter at Pinche Sports Pod. For Hater James Jeff, for Humble James himself, and Achilles Alex, we are Puro Pinche Sports. And I'm Jose Garza, and we are out. Cowboys are going to lose soon, guys.